How are we doing tonight? It is time for the live stream. I don't need these anymore. I apologize in advance. I'm a little bit tired. I've been editing since about 8:30 this morning, and it is drop night. And I wanted to start early because I usually don't start editing that early because, you know, I don't want to make mistakes when I'm real sleepy. And so I got a special treat tonight. I'm going to wait a little bit, some more people to come in the stream, but I am going to premiere my drop, my KFC video that I just filmed the day before yesterday. Well, I filmed it yesterday, edited it last night, and spent all day editing today, and I'm going to drop it tonight on the stream. I'm going to play it live here in the stream because I have a copy of it here on my computer, so I don't have to go over to YouTube and do it. Anyway, let me say hello to a few folks. We are dual streaming as we usually do. I am on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Less like you. How are you doing? Gookie, Wolfgang, how are y'all doing tonight? You're all the way from Nebraska. I bet you it's chilly up there because it's kind of cool right here in Georgia. Anyway, Chevy 5-Speed, William Guzman, good to see you. Shawero, I've probably said that wrong. I'm not very good with names. Dina Ballin, I don't know what that is. Anyway, how are y'all tonight? I don't know if I can, Quamaback wants me to go 4 hours tonight. I don't know if I can do that or not, but we'll give it a shot. Maybe a 5-hour stream. I don't know. If I went 5 hours, I would just be squeaking noise out. I wouldn't actually be talking. I would lose my voice. My goodness. Chevy 5-Speed, do I like retirement? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ever since I've gotten better, because as soon as I went to retirement, I got some weird disease. We'll never know what it is. Some gut thing, lung thing, whatever thing, but it's all pretty much gone now. And I'm just realizing that I don't have to go to work anymore ever if I don't want, but I still have enough energy in me to do YouTube videos, and that's what I'm doing. And actually I put out 3 videos in less than 7 days last week. I don't remember whether I've streamed before then or not since then. I can't remember. Not good. I did the McDonald's video. That's where they left me they pulled me up into the penalty box and forgot me, and my food was not as hot as it could be. I mean, it passed the temperature test and everything. So anyway, what's this Gookie? What color's your toothbrush? I don't know. What color is my toothbrush? I don't know right off the top of my head. I go through toothbrushes pretty quickly. I'm pretty rough on the things. So I get these big giant family packs and destroy a toothbrush about every 2 weeks. That's me. Anyway, I'm going to take a few questions. Well, no, before I take questions, I had a few points this week that I want to talk about. You know, I had a run of legitimate reviews, and that's good, but as soon as I got through them, we're back to a desert again, and just lame ideas for promotions. And I think the lamest one, the one that wins the award for the most lame new menu item, limited time offer, again, comes from Burger King. No. The Purple Whopper was actually legitimate because you actually changed the color of your burger. I mean, you didn't help it any, you didn't do it any favors, and believe me, it was not that great. I mean, it didn't taste that bad, but it looked hideous. If you've seen my video, which I'm sure you have seen that by now. Anyway, I looked on an article, and they're going to get a big cup of Hidden Valley Ranch for dipping, so you can dip your Whopper in it. I mean, it might not be bad, but it seems kind of lame to me. That just shows you the people over at Burger King, Yum Foods. I think it's Yum Foods has Burger King. No, Yum has KFC. Anyway, it just tells me they're completely devoid of imagination. I could do better than that. And I am an eater of food, not a maker of food. I criticize people that make it. I actually can't do it too good myself. Anyway, oh my goodness. I would use it for my fries, not Whopper. Yeah. I mean, but they got a picture of you, of somebody holding a Whopper and dunking it in this big cup of Hidden Valley Ranch. I mean, like, how lame can you be? The people that own Burger King must own Hidden Valley. That's all I got to say. The lamest thing on the agenda. Oh, you got Subway's coming out with some bread that's a themed bread, you know, black something or other. Whatever. I'm not wasting my time to do that one. The fried mac and cheese bites at Arby's are back. Woohoo. I reviewed them once already, and they sucked, and they were overpriced. Overpriced mostly. I just remember not having a good experience making that review. And it's been at least a couple of years ago, but I saw that, and I'm like, they're just rehashing garbage. I mean, guys, it's not that hard. Just come up with something that tastes good or something that's new, that's not obviously a gouge out of your customers, and that's what that is. What else do we have to put up with? We have Cajun turkey is coming to Popeyes again. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm going to skip it. I can't see how would enjoy that anyway. And then Taco Bell comes with the double-decker. I did the double-decker all right, and I'm not doing it again. I didn't like it well enough to do it again. Now, Northwoods Walleye, I did that again. I may do it again sometime because it's just an excuse to have one, because I really, really, really like them, as you saw by the score. Anyway, gosh, that's about all I got to gripe about. I got to fix my car tomorrow. I'm not sure when my next video is coming out. Still been doing a lot of soul searching about doing the birthday shout outs. You know, they continue to be in every video, and I do enjoy doing them, and everybody wanted me to keep doing them, so I'm still doing them. But we'll see. I don't see myself dropping that or actually radically changing the format of my videos. I've been doing them so long, it's probably, no, you don't really want to do any major changes right now for that. What are you going as for Halloween? I'm not dressing up for Halloween. I haven't dressed up for Halloween since I was like, I don't even remember how long it's been. Halloween, well, I don't know. What day is Halloween coming up? It's not this weekend. I don't think. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be working on my car because my air conditioning, and didn't really need it this time of year, but my AC quit. It's got a leak somewhere in it, and I cannot find it for the life of me. So I'm going to have to put some dye in it and see if I can figure out where it's coming from. I can't find any oil. There's no oil anywhere leaking out of it. So I have that to contend with tomorrow. But, you know, it's all right. It's the 31st. Oh, yeah, it's a long way off. Yeah, anyway. Silver Surfer, how are you doing? Donovan, how are you doing? I'm having a good day. How much sour cream do you like for Taco Bell to put on general stuff? A lot. You cannot have too much sour cream. Now, I'm on a diet right now, so I have to be careful. I mean, I have not lost any weight, but I haven't gained any weight, and it is solely because of these videos that I did, and especially the one that I did today that I'm going to premiere right here on this live stream in just a few minutes, as soon as we get a few more people in, you know, so you can at least appreciate it. But I'm going to watch the video. I don't know if you want me to have commentary with it. That always confuses me, because I don't like it when someone puts a picture on picture. I want to watch the video, and that's it. And this video has not been out before. Now, we'll stop right toward the end and let everybody decide what the score is going to be, and I'll decide whether I'm going to give any hints or not. I'd probably not. But anyway, so I'm going to go through a few questions here. Dino Ballin, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I think I said hello. Hey, 700, you're back. I haven't seen you for quite a while. So it's Columbo's tonight. I didn't know Columbo was a thing. I thought it was like last time I saw it was in black and white. But anyway, so I'm competing with Columbo tonight. That's probably why nobody's here, right? Anyway, Maxine Hector, how are you doing tonight? If I created a fast food burger, what would you put on it? Oh, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and a lot of ketchup, and a lot of pickles, a lot of dill pickles. I'm an addict for dill chips, dill pickle chips. Absolutely. 700. Made a big pot of Texas chili tonight. I'd like to have some Texas chili tonight, but probably not going to get one. Hey, Zeus, how are we doing? If we want to watch the video with or without interruption, we can just watch it on YouTube channel. Okay. Well, I probably won't interrupt it too much. I mean, there's a few things on there that are kind of noteworthy. When you watch the video here, there is actually an editing flaw that I missed on 3 rounds of proofing, but I fixed it. On YouTube, it's not there anymore. It's in the birthday shout-outs. I did not do a fade on the last photograph of a lady that I put in there, and it bugs me. You probably are not going to notice it, but with me, it's going to be like a hangnail that I'm going to see it every single time I watch the video, because, you know, I watch every square inch of these videos before I ever put them out, and it would bug me, because, you know, once you release them on YouTube, that's it. They're gone. You're done. But anyway. Oh, let me see. Bud Lover, how are you doing tonight? Joe, it's New York Comic Con this week, so you might want to come out. In New York Comic Con? I got to stay around here and take care of these freaking cats of mine, especially that black one, that evil thing. She has got some teeth and some claws on her. My goodness. I wonder if that cat's ever going to act normal. I don't know. Caden, how are you doing tonight? Do you ever come to Oklahoma? You know, that is one state that I have never tread upon in my travels. When I was back riding my R80 BMW motorcycle all over the country, I never ran through Oklahoma. I went to Arkansas a couple times, but never Oklahoma. Oh, do you like Big Red soda? No, I've not had any Big Red for like over. I don't even think I can get Big Red down here in Georgia. I've never had Mr. Hero in Ohio. I've actually never heard of it. Nah, she's a little weird. Most cats, you know, like to get, you know, you pet them and they sit down and they purr and stuff like that. You pet her, she'll calm down for a minute, and then she'll jump up and then pace back and forth and sit back down again and keep going through that cycle. If not, she'll just turn right around and bite you. And just not even maliciously. She just, okay, that's just how she does. Am I a milk enjoyer? Do you like drinking milk? Crimson, it is funny that you ask that. Up until March of this year, I was killing at least a gallon a week. And since March, I have not drank any milk and almost no dairy products. I went on a weight loss campaign because I was getting big. The first part of my weight loss campaign, I wasn't trying to lose weight. I just did because I couldn't eat. But all that's in the past. It's done. I have no idea what happened, and I'm not starting to drink the milk again. I'm trying to get. I'd like to lose another 25 pounds because my neck fat is starting to go away. You know, like when I sit back like that in my thumbnails, you don't know how disturbing that is for me to see myself like that. It's just like, ew. But anyway. What else do we got here? So I only got 19 people on Twitch. I thought I would get more people in here before that. I want to watch my video pretty soon because I want to drop it on. It's 8:13 now, so that's kind of peak time to release it on YouTube. So my video has not been released yet, and it's a KFC video. Do y'all want to see it now? It says 25 on Twitch. Yeah, my stats screen up here I don't think is very accurate. I can refresh it, and it just says 19. So I don't really think it's very accurate. Did you ever contact Penguin Zero? I could not find a way of DMing him through X. I didn't seem like I had the ability. Maybe I'm just being kind of lame, but I did get up there and try that time. I would be real curious. I would just like to thank him because he's pretty much. I know there were some Twitch streamers that had played some of my videos before him, but he is the catalyst that set off this big wave of subscriptions that continues even to today, where I think I'm over, what's my sub count right now? 126,767 on YouTube. That is an accomplishment that I thought I would never achieve. But we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate you telling me what says 19 now. Yeah, I look at it. I just was hoping there'd be more people here, but they can always watch the replay and watch my video. Anyway, Sody Pop, how are you? You're over here tonight. I'm surprised there's anybody left in my Discord. I whacked a whole group of people for being silly in there and being disruptive. But that's over. They're done. But not a lot of activity goes on in there much, unless I do a voice chat or something like that. Hey, Fourth, how are you? Jonah Lynn, roll out the hey, Paula's here, and roll out the beautiful KFC footage. Yeah, why don't we do that? You could probably help Will could probably help get in contact. Well, it's been a year and a half. He probably doesn't even remember doing the video. Yeah, I got me 100K plate up there, man. I'd put it up there because I kept knocking it over, man. Yeah. Let me get a couple more comments here, and we're gonna watch my video. And I may stop and watch it a couple times. Stop it. I may not stop it that much, but I will stop before the score and give everybody a chance to see if they can guess the score. All I can say is I have a lot of metrics that I grade these things on, and some metrics can almost be partially overridden by the flavor and the value. But I've also had times where some of the metrics would fail and actually trash the whole rest of the deal. It just depends with this. So hopefully, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, yeah, I got a Discord, Cybermed. Just go to my YouTube channel and scroll down there in the comments in the information section on any video. It's got an invite link to it. Actually, yeah, you're not on YouTube. I would say on the YouTube stream, I also have an invite link in there, and you can get in. Yeah, I have a Discord. Not a lot of talk. I probably got about 12 or 1,300 people lurking there in the evenings, but not a lot of conversation. Most of them are playing games. Anyway, I'm running my mouth, and I'm not getting this thing done. Joe, I was on your TikTok stream a few days ago. Yeah, I talked my guts out on that one. I appreciate you. Tiller GTO. I appreciate that. Yeah, I usually stream on TikTok. I confess, I don't want to admit it, but I stream on TikTok usually on Wednesdays in the early afternoon, and I'll go on for 2 and 3 hours, just depending on how many. A lot of people showed up for that. I was really, really surprised about that. I sure was. I've never given anything 10 for 10. Guys, I think we're going to go ahead and play my video because I really need to drop it on YouTube also. So I'm going to let it start, and then I'm going to go in the background and drop it on YouTube, and I'll come back and stop and start and all that stuff. Okay, play video, picture on picture. Here we are.
We need to talk.
Again, everybody, my name is Joe, and you found yourself at the Joe is Hungry channel, where I didn't think we could get any more sodium in our diet until I came across KFC this week, learned a thing or two right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Before we dive down that salty rabbit hole, let's address the ever popular birthday shout outs. Emily N, happy birthday. KS, Amir H, Zach W, Matthew D, Zach H, Hannah B, thank you all for supporting the channel, and happy birthday. Rose O and Dom Tom and Cole, Adam, Casey, Haley, and Logan, Eric, Dennis, and Connor, I want to wish each and every one of you a very hungry, happy birthday. With that out of the way, it's time to head over to my local KFC and check out their newest limited time offer. The KFC Original Recipe 3-piece tender box, which is comprised of 3 original recipe tenders, shocker alert, a small secret recipe fries, 2 orders of dipping sauce, I picked the special comeback sauce, and no drink. You need to get the combo for that. Each one of these tender boxes will crash your diet with an overwhelming 960 calories and probably make your feet swell up a little bit with 3,230 milligrams of sodium. I have the full nutritional information for the box on the screen, and I have an individual component breakdown in the description below. If you get a single chicken tender a la carte, you will have to shell out a hefty $2.39. If you get this box deal and bring your own drink, you're only going to have to shell out $5. Or you can go all the way and get a 3-piece combo, which adds a drink and a biscuit for $8.49 before taxes in Georgia. You may ask, is this $5 a good deal or just more marketing smoke and mirrors? We will see later in the video when we do the Joe is Hungry weight test and calculate the actual out-the-door fast food price per ounce. Before that happens, we need to see if these things are served piping hot when we roll the drive-thru at KFC in Calhoun, Georgia.
Got a feeling it's a good day.
What's up, KFC? Would you like to try our new tasty KFC meal or our saucy nuggets today? Go ahead with your order.
I have no idea what she just said. Something about saucy nuggets or something. Anyway, my goodness, this speaker was bad. I wanted to get 3 of those 3-piece tender boxes. Yeah, not the meal.
I know.
That's it.
Alright, pull through the window.
Thank you. I've got my chicken tenders. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Tender box number 1 is 144.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Tender box number 2 is 142.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Tender box number 3 is 140.7 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. I would have liked to seen these a little bit hotter than that, but they're within spec. So today, Calhoun, Georgia, KFC. No, that is not Shadow Joe. Shadow Joe is a whole different character. He does the bite test. That is actually me. And do you know how weird it is to critique your own video? I don't think anybody knows that. It's easier to critique somebody else's video and stop and criticize them. I'm probably looking at things that nobody else is going to see. It's just me, you know, because I look at these little details. Anyway, let me let this video play on out and see. Yeah, it's not really tough watching it. It's just, you know, I don't know, you know, I don't like to interject because I thought I said everything in it. But anyway, yeah, they passed the temperature test all right. I didn't expect them to really be any warmer than that because they don't cook their chicken to order. They keep them in the oven after they do their pressure cooker thing. It's the fries that are kind of a shame that they don't do a little bit better on. The fries were not that bad, actually. But anyway, let's get on with this video. Pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to open the lid. Take a... Oh, yeah. Do I stab the... Yes, I actually very carefully put that probe right in the center of the chicken tender. I do not stick it anywhere else. I don't stick it in randomly inside of the box. I actually take time and look very carefully on there. So I'm getting the core temperature of that, not the fries. Fries weren't as hot. But anyway, if you watch the video, you'll see that. Let me get on with it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Deep look inside. Pull the contents out. Put them to the test. Head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, KFC, you made it through the temperature test, but just barely. At least you're maintaining safe temperatures. And to be fair, we're going to take off for the packaging and all of its content. In other words, we're going to set the tear on the scales. Tender box number 1 weighs in at 12.05 ounces or 340 grams. Tender box number 2 weighs in at 10.85 ounces or 307 grams. Tender box number 3 weighs in at 10.00 ounces or 283 grams. Well, there's a lot of variation from box to box. It looks like KFC Calhoun might have some portion control issues because today you fail the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Well, KFC, they don't have serving weights in their nutritional information. I really don't know what's new about that. Really doesn't matter in this case because we're going to add them all up, including condiments and fries, and we come out with a fairly reasonable 46 cents an ounce. So now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry Big Reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what they'd have you think it looks like. This is what it actually looks like when you order one of these, and this is what their website would make you think it looks like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. Not a terrible price. I don't know why KFC can't show you photos of what it looks like when it comes out of the drive-thru in a box instead of a plate that you almost never see it on. But that really doesn't matter because there's only one more test to do, and that would be the one and only, the Joe is Hungry Bite Test. So it is Bite Test Engage.
You hear them calling, shouting your name. Turn up the collar and walk away. Feels like you're falling, now who is to blame? Wishing you'd only be more like them. And over, you cry yourself to sleep, and you are colder, much colder. If only you could see. Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're...
The tenders were real, cooked well, juicy, and tender. They taste just like the real KFC chicken. Thank you, James Durando, for the super chat. Bite Test Engage. I'll kind of score you think we're gonna get here? Oh no, have we seen? Let me see where we're at. Let me get back in there. Oh no, you didn't. Unexpected. They taste just like the real KFC chicken. They're very savory with a slight touch of spice. To be honest with you,
watch the best this thing starts over.
The fries were soggy with no vestige of crispiness. We're gonna have to rely on Shadow Joe on this one. In my opinion, the comeback sauce tastes like Cane's, Zaxby's, or Guthrie's with a mild amount of spice, maybe about a 2 on the 1 to 10 Joe Heat-O-Meter, but fortunately you have a lot of dipping sauce to choose from. Now it's time to look back to the beginning, see what Shadow Joe has to say, and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-A-Doodle Bite.
Sneak-A-Doodle Bite number 1. French fry Sneak-A-Doodle Bite number 2.
Sneak-A-Doodle Bite number 3. Joe, make sure you talk about the fries. You know mine are cold here.
All right, I'll get to it in due time.
Thank you.
My goodness. The French fries. The French fries were not near as hot as the strips, which weren't that hot to begin with. I would have liked to see them hotter, of course. The breading had a little bit of crispiness about them. Otherwise, they were a little bit on the soggy side. Obviously, like I said, not fresh. The strips, they have that KFC flavor, no doubt about it. The breading is not very crispy, tends to flake off, and the meat is tender. Well, now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieve. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves.
Okay, what's it gonna be? What's the score? Oh, I see a 6-1, 5-9s, 5-4s, 6-8s. Ace high noob says 6-8, 5-1, 5-8s. You think we're in the fives? It didn't taste that bad, actually. But let's let it finish. Okay, everybody's got their numbers in. I can't keep track of all those, but we'll just see. And thanks again for the super chat. I don't know if I said that or not. Anyway, let's go ahead and start it. If I change screens, it starts the video rolling over again. I don't want that to happen. Let's let it go.
KFC, for the money, you just really can't go wrong here. Plenty of flavor and packed with a lot of calories. Maybe not the most healthiest calories you'd ever want, but calories just the same. You probably won't even need to eat the rest of the day. And you also need to be working on portion control. And guys, if you want to go out and get one of these, which I think you probably should, don't forget to bring your drink. And don't expect them to pull the fries hot out of the fryer for you either. It's probably not going to happen. Eat these in the parking lot or on the way home. So today, I'm going to have to go 6.8. That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.
Yeah, I was thinking I was a little bit kind to them, especially after they got the consistency test. But still, you would average it out, and it came out. It was pretty good, like 46 cents an ounce from KFC. Now that's counting the dipping sauce too. I weighed it all because it's all part of the deal. And the fries were not fresh. The fries, you could tell when Shadow Joe bit the fries. You could hear them. They were a little crunchy then. By the time I got them to the studio, they've already settled. And that's, I saw a couple questions in there. The fries looked empty. Oh, Tiller GTO, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but it is much appreciated. Bird is late, but he's here. Bird's here? I didn't see him. Hey, Birdshot, how are you? Anyway, that's the reason you don't ever see me review fries or chili fries or anything like that, because fries' shelf life is so short. Like what I say, if you eat these things, eat them in the parking lot or on the way home, because your fries will die. And they didn't look that empty when I got them at the drive-through, but when I got them here in the studio, you saw them. They looked half full. I did a review one time on Chick-fil-A fries, and they were full when I got them. And I got them back here. They had settled so much. That thing was only like half full. It just like, you can't do that. It's the same way with ice cream, especially soft serve. The shelf life is like a matter of minutes. I mean, it's hard to review it in a car and do anything or talk about it at all. But anyway, and then I had Cybermed ask me if I calibrate my thermometer. Yes, actually I do. I have two thermometers and I calibrate them both. And if you don't know how to calibrate one of these thermometers that have a calibration button on them, as you get some water, some ice water and mix it up real good, and then put it down in the ice water, and that'll set it at 32 degrees. It works pretty good. But anyway, James Durando, that's how you do it, and I do calibrate my thermometers occasionally just to make sure they're up to snuff. They're not particularly expensive thermometers. I think I spent just north of $20 on each one of them. I got a backup in case one fails on me when I'm out there in the drive-through or doing my temperature test. There's nothing worse than have your thermometer croak when you're doing your temperature test, because it just sinks your whole video, and you're gonna have to do the drive-through all over again. And there's nothing more horrible than that. That's right on the level of having your GoPros overheat because they leave you in the penalty box too long. I don't mind going to the penalty box. I really don't. In fact, Culver's, everybody goes to the penalty box. You should. That way the guys behind you can move on through if you got to do something, if you want yours cooked to order. And but don't forget me when you put me in the penalty box. That's what happened at McDonald's with that chicken Big Mac. They sent me to the penalty box and forgot me. I still hadn't got over that. I hate that. But I've done quite a number of videos, and I'm having trouble remembering when I've talked about them last and what went on. I don't think I've talked to you about my other 3 videos that I did back to back to back. I did 3 videos back to back. I haven't done that in quite a while. Anyway, I appreciate it. But I appreciate the super chat. Tiller GTO, that's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Goes toward the channel. Let me take a few questions. How many of you actually got pretty close? I saw a lot of. I saw some mid 6s. The reason was the value, and even their fries being a little soggy. If they're still warm, in my opinion, they're not bad. And it is one of the few things I'm still eating the leftovers from. Although those things are that chicken is so salty, it almost burns your mouth. And believe me, I love my salt. I do. I'm a salt abuser. Always have been, always will be. But man, those things are just about put too much salt on them, and they always have. But that's KFC free. I'm not a KFC fanboy, but I'm not gonna bash them if their product wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't expect them to cook the chicken to order. I know that's not going to happen because I know their process. They cook it in the pressure cooker and then they keep it in an oven for holding. The fries, that's a whole nother matter. I guess they think the fries are just like the chicken and not doing. They just the Calhoun. I go to the Calhoun KFC for a video there because of the lighting. It's because they have a very nice spot to shoot my temperature test where I'm not struggling with the light, because direct sunlight makes it really hard for me to edit that. That means I have to color grade every single cut, and that just takes a long time, and it's very nerve-wracking. But if I can park in a spot that I don't even, I didn't even, once I was in my spot, I didn't have to do any color grading. I had to do very little color grading going through the drive-thru. I was really surprised how well it did. But that's why I go there, not particularly because the employees there are up to snuff, in which I'll tell you, they were a little sloppy there. They were a little sloppy. I was not impressed with them. But yeah, Hank Goobertown, how are you doing? If I have not answered your question or said hello to you, ask me again. But I'll get caught up with it because I tend to go off on rants about things. Anyway, Alex Donning, definitely pull out the back. Oh, yeah. I mean, the general viewer, I don't know if they realize how much prep goes into these things. Oh, my goodness, it's a lot. You got to make sure all your cameras are pointing the right way. You got to make sure your GoPros, sometimes your audio recorder, I record it into the GoPro. I use a preamp, and one of the GoPros tends to sound a little bit better that way. Sometimes it'll just catch a mood and decide it's not going to listen to my mic that's going to use its own mic, and I get all the way back home and my audio sounds like dog crap. You don't know how frustrating that is. But the test I do is I do voice commands on it, not so much to keep me from pushing the buttons, it is, but I know that my voice recorder is working. If I'm talking here and I say GoPro start record and it starts recording, then I can reasonably assure that it is actually working correctly. But you just don't know, and because I'm always nervous because these guys are really bad about sending me to the penalty box. I always worry about getting sent to the penalty box because of I only have so much time I can record before these GoPros overheat. Now it's cool outside. It's in the 60s and 70s. There's a breeze blowing. Those things will probably run 50 minutes, longer than I would ever film in a parking lot. But anyway, enough of that. I love that I'm still mad. Yeah, I'm mad. They had it made. And they were nice guys there. They were really nice. But I've seen them before. You see, back when I was working, I used to stop there all the time and get like 20 double cheeseburgers, right? I wasn't going to eat them. I take them to work and feed them to people at 2 o'clock in the morning. When you're working, double cheeseburger at 2 in the morning is wonderful. And of course, then you're trying not to fall asleep and fall on your face while you're working after you ate all that grease bomb. But I used to go in there and they get overwhelmed so easy. and it would take them forever to fix the stuff. But what happened is I sat there off to the side and waited until the drive-through was clear before I drove through it. I mean, I give them every advantage I can. Okay, I pull in, order it, pay for my food, go up to the next window, boom, to the penalty box. Not a soul behind me. Once I got to the penalty box, I look behind me, and it's like the earth cracked open and everybody had to have McDonald's. I mean, it was backed out almost to Georgia 20. And I'm like, so they freaked out and forgot me. That's what happened. They freaked out, was pushing the orders out, and that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, Epsi. Oh, what do we got here? Miss Cebu. Don't judge me too hard, but I like Walmart chicken a lot. Really. You know, I've eaten Walmart chicken. I got nothing against it, but there's nothing fancy about it. There's almost no seasoning. It's just basically floured chicken deep fried. And I like it all right, but I like to have a little marinade going on and stuff like that. And they don't marinate anything. But yeah, I've got that. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, Butt Soup. Hey, Butt Soup, how are you doing? You seem like you come to all my streams. Hey, I got 60 people here on Twitch. I hope you saw my video. I just dropped it on YouTube. I've got to go ahead and drop the TikTok version too. And you know, TikTok, it gives me pain to prep for TikTok. Not because it's particularly hard. It's because I have put so many hours into my video, and I go in with like an axe and chop most of it out. Like the whole first part of that video took me hours to make that, and I'm not even putting it there. I just like delete it, and then I take the bite test, and just delete it and chop and then sew it together. And if that's all you want to watch, that's fine. But it's painful for me to chop out all that I spent so many hours on trying to make look right or look as good as I could. But anyway, Poker Guy, how are you? You're really interested to learn how to edit so well. I don't think I edit all that well, and I still learn every day. In fact, I just learn my text boxes. I don't use any plugins for my title rolls. Those are all text and keyframed individually, each one of them. And I didn't realize, you know, in order for me to do it, like if you like, I don't know, it's may mean nothing to you. But anyway, when I have my Joe is hungry and I want it red and I want it to fade to white, what I would do is I would make a copy of it, lay it on top of the other one, and then I would make the top one red and then fade it, and it would fade. I didn't realize that there was a keyframing function inside that where I don't have to do that, and it's not that much faster. But I'm learning. I learn every day, and you learn from trial and error. What looks good in the video. Sometimes I screw up. Sometimes I screw up, and it looks better when I screw up, and that turns into my new thing. But anyway, just practice over and over and over and over. In the very beginning, I would watch other videos, but they didn't really help that much as far as transitioning and stuff. Oh, Anna for Prez, why do companies keep a survey size a secret? Don't know for sure, but my theory is, why do they not have the serving size, not survey? If they downsize something, you know, suppose they're going to say, oh, I want my Whopper to be 20% smaller because our profit margin is screwed and we don't want to raise the price. If they lower that weight a little bit, all their published nutritional information is rendered completely invalid. Because you have to have serving weights. They have the serving weights. They just choose not to put them in there. Not because they're afraid of Joe is Hungry is going to go and weigh them and see if they're not screwing the public. But it renders their nutritional information that they're required by law, by the FDA to do. And it's very expensive to get that done. In fact, if you have 20 or less restaurants and you're a operator and you have your own, you're not a franchise, but your own company, like if you have your own burger places, you don't even have to post those. Like when I do Massey's Pizza, I'm not going to have any nutritional information because there is none. They don't have to do it because they have less than 20 pizza places. But if they do, then they have to send all this to the lab and redo it all over again. And that's very expensive. That's my theory. Also, you'll have the local operators will screw people too in order to get their local profit margin to prop their, make themselves look good to corporate, like I suspect is what's happening at Burger King with that purple nasty looking Whopper. Because when I did the Spider-Verse Whopper, it weighed 2.5 more ounces than this, and it was just all condiments. Actually, I don't have a huge complaint about the Spider-Verse Whopper, except they screwed themselves because it was like stone friggin' cold when I got it, and they weren't very nice to me either about it. But anyway, off on a tangent again. It gets me upset. Anyway, Poker Guy 18. I look back at my first edits and laugh. I got to start. You know how I feel then. I look back at my first edits, my first videos, and I'm like, I can't even look at it. Just like, that's so embarrassing. But then every once in a while, you have an epiphany in one of these, the potato chip video I did over almost 5 years ago. It's North versus South. I did all these potato chips. That actually was not put together that bad. And what made those videos, it was the way I filmed them. I had nothing to work with because my filming and the choreographing things in my camera position, learning how to use my cameras and where to hold them and how to make them work and use multiple cameras. I did none of that very well, and it was a nightmare edit because I would go back and look, I've been editing for 5 years. I have dropped 400 and change videos. I think because I have all the footage on everything that I've ever done. I have the footage, in archive. I thought one day I'm going to redo the Arby's. What was that Arby's burger? Help me out. What's the Arby's burger where they put everything on it? Anyway, I thought I was going to get my old footage and make a better video out of it because I've really developed a lot more techniques since then. I couldn't do it. It ended up looking exactly like the one that I had before because the footage, it was so pathetic. It was amazing that I got it to look as good as it did. Anyway, just so you know. Fix your description on YouTube. Joe fixes it. Link doesn't work. You need to remove the numbers. Okay, I'll take care of that in a minute. I appreciate it. You ever thought about doing a yearly recap, best and the worst? I don't know. It's a lot of. It would be a lot of work, and it's kind of it's different than my normal because I have a routine that I go through. I don't know. I'd have to think about how I would do that. What would you do? Would you just show all the scores and pick the best and the worst and talk about them? Maybe. Are you Catholic? No, I was raised Presbyterian, but I haven't seen the inside of a church except for a funeral and a wedding since I was probably 8 or 9. Just if you're curious. Yeah. Let me catch another. I've fallen behind. How many cats do I have? Advised. I am sorry for neglecting my comment section here on YouTube. It is what it is. How many cats do I have? I have 3 that I claim more or less right now. I have a tomcat with missing an ear. We haven't seen him on video because he runs every time he sees me, no matter what. And then you have Priscilla. You have Belle. We had one, called her Madonna. She was one of the most annoying cats that I've ever seen. She would not shut up, but she was so photogenic, and I still use her every once in a while. Oh, maybe just drive around and get one sneakadoodle Jolyn. Yeah, that's true. Poop King. How do you do the sneakadoodle bot? Oh, yeah, that's a good. How do you do a sneakadoodle bot? Everybody asks that question. And get 3, and I weigh one of them because I get 4. In fact, I think it was the Burger King video. I just ordered 4. I did not conceal it in that one. I order 4 every time. I just conceal it. through movie magic, I don't show it. But there is no way that I could take bites out of those and weigh them and get any sort of an accurate weight. In fact, I won't even unwrap the ones that I weigh. I don't want to even move them because I want to get the accurate weight. I try to be as accurate and as I can. Like in this video, you saw I actually got the dipping sauce, 2 dipping sauces, washed them out, dried the containers out, got me a cleaned out the fry container, and then I weighed that for the tear. So that you can't just throw them on the scales. You got that packaging weighed 1.5 ounces right there. You saw that. That's why I show that. I've always set the tear on the scales. I just didn't show it until about a year ago, and I was gonna stop doing it because somebody griped about it in the comments. Probably just getting trolled, and so I asked, and everybody said no, keep it. So you see it every time I set the tear. I set the tear on the scales. Okay. What did I do to the description? Let me fix it. I know about it. They told me on Twitch. Where is it? Joe fixes it. What did I do to it? Where is Joe fixes it? I don't know why that wouldn't work. Are you talking about the description on the video I just dropped? No, because it works for that one. It must be the video. You must be talking about the video. Let me fix it because I'm looking right at it somewhere on here. Joe fixes it. No, my Joe fixes it link works. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Anyway, the highest score you ever gave was 9.8. Massey's Pizza, I Spy. Yeah, it's called North versus South is the title of the video. It was actually went together pretty good. I actually drove all the way to Ohio. I was going up there for another reason, but I actually went to Ohio, and I have footage. I have some B-roll of me driving up I-75, going over the mountains on the way up there and just heading into the dark. Anyway. Mizzlin. Yeah, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Anyway, what video or where is the link wrong for Joe fixes it? I don't know. I just pulled the link and it worked. Do you recommend the Sigma burger? I don't know what the Sigma burger is, Grease Demon. I really don't. You got to do it right, or what's the point? Then you have no credibility. You just can't. There's no reason to cheat. Who cares? I don't care about these burger places. I mean, I want to do good reviews. I want to do positive reviews. I want to get good food. It irritates me when I get trash, and I try to avoid that. But they're just so little to pick from these days. There's no specials out there. Anyway. Madonna is one of the most photogenic cats that I've ever done. But I tell you what, you ever had a cat that just meows real loud all the time and won't shut up? You can pet her, you can do anything, and she will not shut up. And that's Madonna. But Priscilla ran Madonna off, and along with 90% of the other all the cats in the area. Priscilla is a demon. I think she's a demon. I think she was really mistreated at one point, nearly starved to death. And so she's kind of weird. What's your favorite Diet Coke? Can, fountain, or bottle? Oh, I like fountain pretty good. Not can so much. And I like the plastic bottles because you can put the lid on and the fizz won't go away. I don't like to lose my fizz, Hate to lose that fizz. Fizz is important. Yeah. Okay. Wow. What's my favorite burger? I like Culver's because they're the best. They got their shit. They got their stuff together. You can get through the drive-thru and they're very consistent. I'm a Five Guys fan too. Actually, I can eat Five Guys, although their stuff just falls apart in your hands. It's so wet. Of course, I get too many ingredients on it always because I'm greedy as hell. Butt soup. Yeah. Have you ever been offered sponsored from a restaurant, or will you take one? I've had a couple locals want me to come and do one there, and they would give me the free food, and I always turn that down because that would be no review at all. That would be me promoting someone. No, I get a lot of offers for sponsorships on my videos, at least 2 a day for different sundry things, anywhere from games to VPNs and all that trash. I do none of that. I don't want that on my videos. I will unsubscribe from a channel if they start preaching in channel about what to do. I just take my little bit of ad revenue. I got no choice, and they're gonna run it anyway. Thoughts on sparkling water? My wife likes sparkling water, not me. Hey, Grease Demon. You ever thought about adding another aspect to the review? I do, but it would have to be relevant, and I'm not really sure what else to put in. I would love to add other aspects, and I have. Shadow Joe is probably one of the most recent aspects of my review is the sneakadoodle bite. Shadow Joe and me, the only way to do that, is to cross the dimensional barriers and see what Shadow Joe's take is straight out of the drive-thru at the end of the video. That way, I know how it tastes when it's fresh versus an hour or so old, kept in a heated carrying case. Some things you don't want to put in a heated carrying case, I might say. It depends on how it's wrapped, because you can turn your burger into a piece of concrete putting it in that heated carrying case. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Anyway, first time chat, Chickamendo. Yeah, sorry I missed that. I'm a little bit, Poker Guy 18, gotta respect the clap. Yeah, the clap, that was one of the very first things that I did. It kind of happened after I was trying to figure out transitions, and I saw somebody open a can of Coke and change scenes on the can of Coke, and I did it, except it cost me 2 cans of Coke every time. Oh, Piddles, subscribe with Prime. He gave me a Prime. Oh, Piddles, thank you very much for letting me have that Prime for my little channel. I know y'all are Will Neffers over there. Make sure you tell Will Neff hi. And I'm sorry that I probably should have saved that video for. I gotta let Will Neff do the next video. He has to. I just have to. But this just fell right at the right time. I just finished editing the thing, and I had to stop editing and race over here. I got it uploaded. I had to race over here and get ready and do my live stream because I'd already posted this live stream like 3 days ago that it'd be done. Bellsick, but woohoo! Thank you for the sub, the Prime sub. Woohoo! Will Neff is going to Georgia when? He didn't say anything to me. Bellsick. What's the biggest disappointment you've had in a review? That would have been Dunkin'. Dunkin's out the door drive-through food. It sucked the time that I went there. 700. Do you like the fact that you're becoming a celebrity? I don't know what kind of a celebrity I am. I know that I've done 4 reviews. The last 4 reviews, I've been recognized. The first 2 by the staff. McDonald's, someone in the parking lot recognized me. And the 4th, I was recognized at KFC by somebody who watches my TikTok side. He was sitting right next to me when I was doing when I was getting ready to roll. And he was in front of me going through the drive-thru. No, he was actually, after I went through the drive-thru, I was shooting my B-roll, and he was going through the drive-thru. I was doing my thumbnails. But he spoke to me, and I think he came over to the YouTube channel and subscribed. Anyway, Tiller GTO, I had Culver's today. The consistency is always there. You go to the penalty box, as you should at all places. They should just make a big parking lot and run people out there and cook everything to order. But they don't want to do that. They want to sell crap, make money, and have almost no employees. That's what they want to do. It just gets me. Epsy, my cat is watching you talk right now, and he'll say anything when he likes or don't like something. Cat talkers are good. So your cat's watching me? Hello, kitty. My cats don't watch videos. Missabu, the fish Sandy is pretty top tier. I have not had that. The Northwoods walleye is Bearden. Have you ever tried Culver's Pretzel Burger? I think I actually did a review on that. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did one. It's possible that I hadn't, and I'm thinking of a different place that did a pretzel burger. But no, I'm really sure I did that. Yep. I appreciate it. The Sneakadoodle Bites are an integral part of doing this review. You have to do the Sneakadoodle. Even if me and Shadow Joe somehow magically start getting along and not... I mean, if he wasn't so ill-tempered every time I say something, all I wanted to do in this video was make sure he said something about the French fries, because mine were stone cold, and he knows I don't review French fries. And that's for a reason, because you really can't. You saw what they looked like when I showed you to him. They had like sunk down into the box. Not good. Not a pretty sight. Not really helpful for him. But like I said, but then he's just like gives me an attitude every time. Like, I'll get around to it. I mean, if I hadn't have said anything, he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. I know it. He wouldn't have done it. I just know him. I don't know why I know him, but I know him. Anyway, Elias Shooter. What did you do prior to becoming a food reviewer? Oh, I was a registered nurse in a hospital for 36 years. I retired in February, and I've been making YouTube videos for about 5.5 years now. I'm at video. Which one did I do today? 455. I did 455th video was dropped just about an hour ago, and we watched it live stream if you were here earlier. Anyway, yeah, the Culver's Northwoods walleye. It's only in February. They're regular. I'm not that crazy about their regular fish, although I have reviewed it. I remember reviewing. I did a car review on a big mistake. My kitty just loves to watch videos. I told him he would eventually lunges at the screen and try to grab it. Oh, wow. That's something. It sounds like Priscilla. Shadow Joe wants a vacation. Well, Shadow Joe don't need a damn vacation. He does not make he thinks he makes the entire videos. He does. He thinks he does. All he has to do is go up, sneakadoodle bite, sneakadoodle bite, sneakadoodle bite. Yeah. Boom. That's all he has to do. I'm lucky to get him to tell you what the scoring scale is. Lucky. I'm lucky he can remember it. Ugh. Anyway. Ugh. Shadow Joe. I wish he would wear something different. I mean, I feel like I'm looking at myself sometimes. Anyway, Secret Sphere. How are you doing? My day has been pretty good. Pretty good. Got sent to the penalty box. You always get sent to the penalty box at Culver's. That is part of being at Culver's. That's good. I have not been sent to the penalty box once when there was like nobody else there, and they didn't take long. They always recognize me at Culver's. So, ooh. Another Prime sub, Chickamando, woohoo! I must drink a Gatorade and clear the landing strip. Oh, thank you for the Prime sub, Chickamando. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't stream that. My only stream out on Saturdays, me and YouTube, and you get together and we have a chit chat. I did this is the first time I've ever premiered a video on my live stream of my own. It's weird watching your own video and like reacting. How do you react to your own video? You know, like, oh, well, I couldn't understand anything that thing said. And then there are parts that I didn't show in that video. Like when I had a conversation with the girl at the drive-thru, she asked me what kind of sauce I wanted. Well, I'm like, I assumed that they all came with that comeback sauce, because, you know, the directions say so. No, what's that? And I couldn't remember the name comeback sauce. And I'm like, crap. I was looking on my clipboard trying to remember the name of it. And then I said it. And then she's like, it didn't like, you get 2 apiece. Okay, she just gets a handful of them and chunks them in the bag. Here. And I'm like, yeah. Training is not a strong point at that KFC. If any of y'all are there watching, you all need to look at your ads and your web page to see what it is that you are selling. Okay? Look and see what you're selling and try to make what you hand people at least close. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't think anybody there from KFC is watching, but you never know. I mean, I used to go to KFC. I couldn't go there without being recognized, but I don't see that dude there anymore. He used to like, oh, hey, Joe, how's it going? What are we reviewing today? Yeah, I mean, he was a good guy. Also, I got, what did I do that one time? I got a hair in something from that place. Oh, yeah. It was mac and cheese, I think. It was mac and cheese, and I was like taste testing it in the studio, and it had a hair in it. And it wasn't my hair either. I just picked it out, kept on eating. What the heck? It's just hair. Whatever. After my Twitch Prime spot, I'm going to sub you. But I appreciate that, Meslin. Yeah, I get them too. I don't think I can sub myself. I think I gave my sub to Mike Strosity. I've never watched his channel, but one of his minions came and wanted me to wish him happy birthday, so I did. He's a VTuber. I have a soft spot for VTubers on in Twitch. They fascinate me. I don't understand. I don't understand that why you just wouldn't get in front of the camera. But anyway, that's just not me. But then I was gonna do and I meant to be doing a collab with one, but I was thinking I really want to do it. You know where I want to do it? I wanted to see how are you going to eat the burger? Are you going to have a virtual burger come up there? You know, is that what's going to happen? Because the camera sees you and it like puts stuff up there. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I've never done it. Anyway, minions. Hey, yeah, one of his minions came and wanted me to, and I'll be glad to. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know, can you give my streamer a VOL? Vol, is that how I say it? Shout out, Vol, if you're watching my live stream. Shout out to you. I'd collab, but I don't know how. Not from OBS anyway. I only make this work, and that was about the pinnacle of my technical ability for live streaming that time. Anyway, go over here. Do you think Joe Bartolozzi is goated? Yeah, I love Joe Bartolozzi. I'm supposed to be doing a collab with him. The ball is in my court, and so far I have fallen through on that. I've not got that done, and I need to. Hey, Remaku, I'm visiting my girlfriend to discover your channel. We are huge fans and love you. Thank you, Paul and Haley. That's very kind of you to say so. Bearden, Sneakadoodle Bite is legendary. Yeah, it's very important. It's not just a thing. It's a very important, and you know, I may come up with a new thing to put in there, a new metric. I just haven't come up with the metric yet that really be valid. Some people have suggested price per calorie. That's really no better than price per ounce, because, you know, you can have an ounce of lard and an ounce of filet mignon, and it's still going to be the same price. But fast food, for some weird reason, stays somewhere between 40 and 90 cents unless you're, you know, Five Guys or somebody else that's overpriced. I don't want to name names tonight in my live stream. I am live, Bayou. It is me. I am definitely live. And you just get here. If you didn't, I premiered a video tonight in the live stream. I'm so proud of myself that I actually made it work, sorta, without. I only screwed up the switch screens once, and I got to change that because every time you open it up, it starts over, and I need to fix that so that doesn't happen again. If I go full screen and I come back, boom, it's dead. I'm like, that's not good. I think I know what to do about that, actually. I think I know exactly what to do about that. I don't want to do it now because then I'll blank my screen out, and I'm talking right now. Epsy, can you make a whole video just fast food interaction? What do you mean, cutting all my B-roll out? It's the thought. My channel, if I didn't have the B-roll on intro, my channel would probably be a little bit bigger. Because if you click on my thumbnail, then it brings you right to Fuzzy Cat Productions, you know, or that, and it's like then people tend to click away. So, but I really don't know that. Just fast food interaction. So you just talking about cutting all the B-roll out. Is that what you're saying, Epsy? Bearden. I want to make merchandise. I want merch. I want hats, pillows, cups, all sorts of stuff. But I need to find I need to find somebody who can take orders for me, but I want to handle the orders. I want to actually send the merchandise out, but I don't want to have to file state income tax in all 50 states. And that's what I would have to do. I want to pay somebody else to do that. And so that's another hurdle. And then I have to find good merchandise because I don't trust somebody else to do that and ship it. I just don't. I want to see it in my own hands and make sure it's good. Five Guys is expensive. I'm not sure I'd really call them overpriced. 6.8 for those tenders was a high school for what I expected. Interesting. I've never had Five Guys Cajun fries, Bearden. I never have. How do I find the music in the videos? I subscribe to copyright free, where you pay a yearly subscription and you get all that music for free. And I spend hours pouring through song after song after song after song until something lights my fire, catches my attention, and then I put it in a like a little shopping cart, and I leave that there. And when I'm making a video, then I have a much shorter list to go through. The hardest songs to find are the intro. The reveals are fairly easy. You find something, you know, techno trance is always good. The drive-through, you want something that moves pretty fast. I like metal, but then there's not that much good metal out there where you can actually have a beat that it follows. That it's a little confusing for me to listen to time the video to. But the hardest one is the opener, because your opener is, you want something that's going to catch their attention and be different than the last one. Modified Tube Sock, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Woohoo! Thank you. I'm like sitting there running my mouth, not at defocused, not even looking down there. Thank you, Sue, dude. I must give you a subscription toast. But it is much appreciated for my little channel that I stream once a week, Saturday, 8 o'clock. This is like the 4th time, I think, isn't it? I Spy wants me to get rid of my B-roll. I Spy. How many, let's do a poll right here. How many people want me to get rid of all my B-roll? And you know what B-roll is, right? The music, the reveal, all that. Gone. Now, let me tell you something about B-roll. I edit in 2 layers. The first layer is I do the talking head, or the actual interaction, like what you're talking about, you wanting. You know how long it takes me to edit that part? About 2.5, maybe 3 hours if I screw something up. That's it. The B-roll, the music, the title roll, the bite test, the reveal, all of that. Do you know how long it takes me to edit that? Average 12 hours, sometimes 15 hours. Yeah, if I get rid of it, but I like it, actually. And like I tell anybody that wants to do this and wants to make B-roll, just be careful with B-roll, because the only person that really loves your B-roll is the person that made it. I give that advice all the time. And let me tell you something else, I Spy. There are this thing called channel analytics on YouTube. they tell me whether people are watching certain parts of my video. You want your bar graph to go straight across. You don't want to dip. If you have a dip in there somewhere, whatever you did in that dip, don't do it anymore. And that's kind of, I've got mine to where it's pretty much straight across. That's why you don't see any end screens. You almost never see a blooper at the end because they will derate you if you have less than 50% retention rate. YouTube will. They will not promote you. And if your platform doesn't promote you, you're done. Okay? So if I put bloopers at the end of the video, you see when you get up to the end and I call the score, 80-90% of the people click off. We're done watching the video. They don't wait for the blooper. Now I put one in 2 videos back because I thought it was funny. But I put it in there so you couldn't miss the fact of what I was doing and it catch your attention. But it's an average. Okay, you go across the bar graph. Now, if you have the last 10% of that video where, boom, we're only like 10% of the people watching, it's going to drag your whole average down significantly and get you derated. That's why you'll never see that at the end of the videos. That's why people would say, do your birthday shout-outs, just scroll them at the end of the video. No. It will derate my video and then nobody will watch it. No, they go at the beginning. I have a rule about my videos. My birthdays, I keep it down to about 16 and I try to keep my birthday shout outs less than 18 seconds. It's 18. I went 20 seconds this time, but 18 seconds for those. And that's why you only see a flash of people's pictures. If you want to see it, just scroll back and wait. But anyway, just I Spy. Yeah. If you don't like the B-roll, what can I say? That's my video. I mean, yeah, to make it without B-roll would like lower my workload by like 90% as far as making the videos. But then again, my videos wouldn't be any different than anybody else's, and I think my videos would, probably suck a little bit. I don't want to do that. That's the point of making my videos the way they are. They're different than anybody else's. And they're also they're like the dollar bill. They're very difficult to duplicate because who in their right mind would spend 2 solid days on a 9-minute video that is probably going to yield maybe $40 in ad revenue on YouTube? You just barely break even on the food. That's why I have a second. That's why I put on a different platform. It defrays the cost. Anyway, off on a tangent about how YouTube works. I Spy set me off on you. If it's all right, I Spy, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I'm not going to I'm not changing my, I was thinking about whacking the birthday shout outs this week. Yeah, you know what? Here's why. Let me tell you why. About a year ago, Tom Scott. You ever heard of Tom Scott? He's a real famous YouTuber, got 6.4 million subscribers. He's out of England. Well, he stopped making videos. But anyway, he has a newsletter and he did an article on me. And he pointed out the fact that he said I had a 90-second intro. Well, I do not have a 90-second intro. He's counting the part. I don't consider the part where I call out the stats and what's in the burger and how much it is. That's not my intro. That is part of the video. My intro roll at the longest is maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Okay, I always keep that down. But I saw that and I'm like, do I need to get rid of that crap in the beginning of the videos and get rid of Fuzzy Cat? Just say Joe is hungry, boom, to me talking. I don't think so. Because he said that I miss a lot of subscriptions for that, where people click on it and then they see all this gobbledygook and then they click away before the actual video starts. And I agree with that and I disagree with that. But it's something I knew about the article when it came out, but I actually never read it. I just read the first couple lines like, oh, cool, man. I was like flattered this guy even knew that I existed. And but I actually sat back and read that last night, and I was asking my wife, I'd get rid of all that stuff. And I'm like, no, don't. Just leave it the way it is. I'll keep my videos the way they are. Slightly modify them every time, change them so they're not boring. Anyway, back to questions. If I've skipped over one, I apologize, and I'll go on to the next one. But I appreciate that. It's pretty much overwhelming that, yeah. Hey, I Spy, you're still here. Bearden. Braden. Braden, I'm sorry. Did I say Bearden? Yes, I did. I apologize. Your name is Braden. I suck at reading these little names on here and pronouncing things. You don't know how painful it is for me to do the birthday shout out sometimes, because I even said after I was all done editing, I looked back and I still pronounced somebody's name wrong. I can't remember which one it was, but I know I pronounced it wrong. Anyway. Yeah. But Braden, appreciate it. Hey, John, does Shadow Joe buy any of his own item for the Sneakadoodle Bite? No, I have to pay for that too. I have to pay for Shadow Joe's food, and I have to watch him too, because he'll want to take Sneakadoodle Bites out of the stuff I got away, and that would screw the whole video. You don't know. You don't know what I go through with this guy. You got no idea. I mean, oh my God, it just never ends. Tom Scott is huge. Yeah, Tom Scott wrote a whole 4 paragraphs about me in his newsletter. Just do a Google search, Tom Scott, Joe is Hungry. Boom, you go right to it. And I don't get a lot of subs off that or anything, but I took what he said in his criticisms. He was really very critical, very seriously, and I'm still thinking about it. But am I going to alter my videos right now? No, they're the way I made them, the way I made them, the way I made them, the way I made them. Nobody told me to do it that way. They just kind of morphed into what it is now, and it's going to continue morphing into something different and hopefully better over the coming years, and if I live that long, which I probably will. Who knows? Anyway, you never really know. Anyway. Oh, I like bloopers too. You know, Less Like You asked me, he likes my bloopers. I love the bloopers too. I love to put them in. But that's the thing about a blooper. They have to be spontaneous and not repetitive. It's like when I spilled my Diet Coke twice. I actually knocked it over twice. And I was like, oh, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my eyes, you know. I kept hitting it. I was like going way over and I whacked it again. Oh, man. And I got cussing. So I had to like bleep some of that out. But yeah. And it's like, it can't be staged, because if it's staged, you'll see it. It won't look real. And I don't put them in all the time. It's like I watch one of the space. I watch a whole bunch of the space channels. So what is it? What About It? What About It always plays all these bloopers where he's stuttering and stuff at the end. I find that nauseating to watch that. If they knew how many times I stuttered, how many takes I did, I could literally make a video longer than the video of me stuttering, mispronouncing, having to re-say something over and over and over again. You got no idea. I could make bloopers until the sun comes up, because I actually make them all the time. But just me not being able to say a name or saying it wrong, yeah, that's not good. And I don't like to routinely put a lot of stuff at the end of the videos. I don't want to get myself derated. You came here from Tom Scott? Yeah, I saw that, and somebody that's that good. I mean, I watch these videos, not even realizing who he was. I was watching the one about flies. They dumped the flies over South America out of an airplane. Yeah, I didn't ever know about that. That was really, really cool. This guy's got some resources. I don't know what he's doing with himself now, but he's still not making videos that I know of. I just checked his channel yesterday. But it touched me to read that. It upset me and then didn't upset me. And to have somebody with that many subs and that big of a channel and that talented to take the time and actually type out something about me. I mean, I'm just goofing around with some cameras. That's it. Anyway, Shadow Joe is Shadow, you're just being kind. You said Mislin, Shadow Joe is narcissistic. Yeah, you're being kind. Shadow Joe it goes way deeper than being narcissistic. I mean, God help you if you say anything to him. I was trying to figure out how to give him a napkin through the ether. I'm still working on that. There's a way to do that. I don't know how it's going to work, but because sometimes he gets food on his face, and you don't even say anything. You just you don't want to hear about it. But anyway, let me get on some more questions. I cannot say your name. Anna Fiska Thaman. Yeah, I said that wrong. Low attention span kids. Braden, how are you? I Spy is still here. Big John. Hey, Big John. How's it going tonight? It's just make the catch shorter in time. You only had 4 seconds. I typically keep my cats down to 5 to 6 seconds. And the cats just haven't been very photogenic and very kind to me lately for giving me good footage either. I mean, Priscilla won't do cat tricks for me. I had another cat that was black that used to do all sorts of tricks for me, but my neighbors poisoned her, and, well, I've already told that story. Braden, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right, Braden. I'm not a linguist. You just don't see all the cutouts. How soon are you going to hit 250,000 subs? I don't know if I'll ever make 250,000 subs. The second coming, or I'll have to have divine intervention probably to get that far. Honestly, I'm probably gaining about 50, 60 subs a day. When I do a good video, I'll get 100 subs. We'll see. I usually lose subs whenever I do a live stream. I don't know I've never been able to figure out exactly why that happens. I could write music for your intros. Grease Demon, make me a song and send me a link. And if I like it, I'll put it in the video. I'll be happy to. I'll give you credit if I like it. But you listen to my music. You know what I like. You know how picky I am. I am very picky. Oh, piddles. It would. I take submissions. I've used subscribers' music before, a couple of times. It was good. Butt Soup. Yeah, Butt Soup. They were not the people that live there. They were the people that were working on the house for them, and I know who they are, and I have not forgotten. It was careless use of rat poison because they had rats over there, and of course they chased the rats over to my house, and I had to kill the rats. But you have to be careful with rat poison. You can't put it anywhere animals can get it. You don't have to worry about cats eating the rats, because cats usually don't like to eat rats. Grease Demon. Yeah, do that. Send it to joeishungrychannel at gmail.com. YouTube. If I like it, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I was wondering what your thoughts on Runza is. Runza, in my opinion, is not something that needs to be eaten after it's been frozen. They did all right, but they were kept at -20. That's pretty cold. Runza is something that should be eaten in the Runza restaurant. I only wish I had one close enough for me to go to right now. I would tear one up. Just saying. Because I am always hungry. That is the truth. Oh, goodness. What else we got? Make a blooper channel. I'm not sure anybody would watch it. Tucci, the ramen guy. Wonder why you call yourself that. I'm back. Hey, Tucci, you're back. That's good. Kuma back. I want to know if you watched JoJo Bizarre Adventure, at least one episode. No, I have not. You know what? Okay, on that. I got back there. What's the name of the thing? JoJo's Bizarre. I found like 3 of them, and I didn't know which one was which, and none of them matched the thumbnail that comes with that you sent me. So I don't know which one that is. Could you send me a link or something? Because I went to get it with my program grabber that I use on my thing. I can't remember what's it called. Sonar. I put it in Sonar, and it gave me a whole bunch of choices, and I didn't know which one was which. Whether is it still continuing or not. So yeah, there is that. That's what happened with that the last time I remember. Total Joker, how are you? As soon as I get myself up to doing it, it looks like it's going to be a slow week, so I can work on it this week. The last week, I literally did 3 videos in 6 days. So I was making videos, editing videos, and dropping videos back to back to back. I got a bunch of them done, and you know what? Out out of 3 videos, okay, 3 videos, without looking at my channel, we've got Krabby Patty, we've got McDonald's Chicken Big Mac, and we got the Purple Whopper. Which one of those do you think, and show me a few people, which one of those things you think is going to be more popular? Just tell me, which one do you think is going to be more popular? Because I got it wrong. I got it wrong. I just want to see what you think. And you know, yeah, okay. Cybermed. Well, Cybermed knows everything. Yeah. I would have swore it would have been the Chicken Big Mac, would have been like, would have been the biggest video. Now, it did all right. It did all right. But Krabby blew everything up. SpongeBob, I mean, why? Why? I just don't understand. It's just a Dave single with some Thousand Island put on it in a very sparingly amount. I just don't understand. Why did that burger go so crazy? It wasn't even like unique or anything. They didn't even make it a different color. I mean, Burger King did do that. They did make it a different color, although it looked like something that fell out of the back of a truck and got ran over. I never watched SpongeBob. I don't know what generation that is. Yeah, make one with some crab meat or some fake crab meat or something. Do something unique. Not just put some Thousand Island with maybe a little bit of hot sauce in it on a Dave's single. Talk about crass, lame. I don't get it. I just don't get that at all. Yeah, I SpongeBob 25-year anniversary. Yeah, I've been a nurse for 36 years, and I was doing stuff before that, so I guess my perspective is a little bit skewed. The spilling the drinks was, it wasn't so funny when I did it. I was not happy about that. I ruined 2 of these, and they had no fizz in them. I had to drink flat Diet Coke. I got a whole bunch of them back there. Hey, Joe, Ruby here. Me and Braden. I appreciate that. Yeah, you all right. Krabby. The Purple Whopper. The Purple Whopper, I think, performed the worst of the 3. I think on the TikTok version, which is a big hacked up version. Oh, yeah, I don't want to go on TikTok. I'll just go on another TikTok rant about how I hate putting up partial videos on TikTok. In fact, what I need to do is go ahead and drop my one on TikTok. So I need to go remotely over to my computer over at the house. Let that fire up. I don't know if they use sweet potato or real potatoes. I just honestly don't know. My sister, she's here, says that she thought it was sweet potatoes. I am going to post my video on TikTok. Yeah, I was telling you. What's weird, okay, that's done. Now I had to go post my TikTok version. I almost forgot because I'm sitting here talking. It's 9:30, so it's time for it to go up. Yeah. The Purple Whopper, you know, it visually unappealing. I don't know what I know what they're thinking. They're not thinking because I don't think they're very bright to do something like that. I can think of something better, and I can't even cook. I'm the eater of food, not the producer of food. Oh my goodness. Joe, can you unban me from Discord, please? Or Mislin, send me an email to joeishungrychannel@gmail.com. Why did you get banned? What did you do? I don't remember banning you myself. Braden, Coca-Cola should sponsor you. You would think. I would love it if they did, because, you know, then I'd be rich. Yeah, right. Terry Lee, thank you for the super chat at $1.99. When you score food, is there math or just a gut feel? The score is about 80% taste, although the metrics themselves can sink it. Like if this Like if they have a posted serving weight in their nutritional information of 8 ounces and everything is 6 ounces, they're not going to get above 5. They're going to have to jump through some hoops to keep it above 5, really. But like today, they didn't do very good on consistency. And I'll tell you about the consistency. I actually have a formula for that. What you do is you take your 3 burgers, you add them together, average them out, and you come out with an average weight. So then you take the heaviest and the lightest, subtract the lightest from the heaviest, and that should be no more than 10% of that weight, of the average weight. It can't be more than 10%. If it's more than 10% of the average weight, the differential, then it fails. And that's what happened today. Now I can make exceptions to that. I can, but I rarely do. And that's why but then I did not trash them for that. 6.8 was a decent score for that and the reason I scored it because it tasted good. You can eat it cold. Even the soggy French fries weren't that bad. And I have a confession. I like soggy French fries. Don't know why. Probably something in my childhood. Who knows? But the flavor and the value, 46 cents an ounce, and you're getting almost 1,000 calories. I mean, that could keep. I wouldn't need to eat all day. Just think about that. A normal diet, is 1,800 calories. That's over half of your diet in just this one little $5 box. That's very unusual. And another reason that went into that is very unusual for KFC to give you any sort of value, because their stuff is so grossly overpriced most of the time that I won't even go there because the quality of the regular chicken is just not there. But I don't want to go off on that. Terry Lee, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. That's very nice of you, and I hope that answered your question. A lot of it's taste. And it's also how Shadow Joe reacted to it too, because he gets it straight out of the drive-through, and I'm comparing. It is the Sneakadoodle Bite has actually raised my scores on average because I actually am getting a different flavor, because some things don't matter that much and some things really do. Freddy's, prime example of something you should never take home. You should eat that sucker in the dining room or in your car. Don't even wait till you drive away, because they are good, but they don't age well at all. Anyway, enough. Soggy fries, yeah. Well, you're not going to get any fresh fries from KFC. Come on, get real. They're not going to do it. I guarantee you that. Pumpkin Patch. So then is Popeyes better than KFC? No. I'm mad at Popeyes right now. Sorry. They acted like a bunch of butts to me the last time I was in there. I've got to clean my language up. They were not nice to me. No, if I had my choice between KFC and Popeye, I'd probably go to KFC and order one of these boxes and get the chicken strips. Now that they're using their own seasoning on them, they're actually not that bad. That's why it got the score that it got. I would have probably gone, if they would have passed the consistency weight test, and it kind of screwed my order up a little bit, but I fixed all that. We would have seen a 7.9 or a 6.9, maybe even a 7, but I could not justify going over a 7 when they hose the consistency. They're just like plopping stuff in that box, Portion control, boys. If you're watching, portion control, boys. Portion control, and look at your ads. Look at your website to see what your food is supposed to actually, when you order something, what you're supposed to get when you order it. You probably have a thing stuck up on the wall that tells you how to make stuff. You might try looking at that. That's all I got to say about that. Not going to go on anymore. Oh, I think the shade you throw in your videos is funny. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, that value from KFC does seem decent. It is. I mean, it shocked me that they were doing that. Wait till somebody in corporate sees that, buddy. That's going away quick. Somebody messed up. I don't play video games, Misland. I don't. Oh, you're dual streaming me here. No, I haven't played video games in a long time. But send me an email. We'll see what you got. I don't know what you got whacked for. You can only. I'm reading both. I'm reading both chats. I keep up with them pretty good. No, I just have the Discord there, and not many people talk. But then we had a whole bunch of people in there acting up and doing wackadoodle things. I'd like to play games against Will Neff. I like Will Neff. I'm very fond of Will Neff and Emeru too. I love them both. I think they're some of the nicest people that stream that are in multimedia. Actually, I'm not just saying that because he might watch this or see this, but it's true. And he's always been nice to me, unprovoked. Can't say too much about that. Don't get too many nice folks these days. Big John, can you still order the double down? No, it's not on the menu anymore, Big John. The double down is gone for now. I think. I looked through the menu. I didn't see it. I looked through the menu I was doing when I did my KFC research and breaking things down. A lot went into that because I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. What I had actually planned on doing and didn't do was to pull the chicken strips out, weigh them, and tell you how much those things would have cost if you'd have just paid a la carte for them per ounce. But that's not too hard to figure out. I could figure that out right here because you figure they weigh roughly 2 ounces, a little bit less. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so we say 6 ounces for 3 of them. So 239 times 3, that's 717. So 7.17 divided by 6. If you buy a la carte, and I really wanted to put that in the video to give a little bit more information, but if you get a la carte, those chicken strips that I just reviewed, buy them individually for $2.39, you're going to pay right about $1.20 an ounce. So this was a lot better because you get fries, and if they're not doing a good job, they might even throw a biscuit in. Man, they're just bring your own drink because you're going to pay like $2.50 more for a drink and a little tiny biscuit if you do that. So bring you a Diet Coke, throw it in your console, go over there and get one of those, and you'll do all right. Best Italian dish. I like Olive Garden stuff. I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm kind of getting a little bit hungry right now, and my thought process is beginning to decrease. Melancholy 618. There's a lot of people here because of Will. I appreciate you coming because of Will. I like them. They're super nice people. Always have been. Italian dish. I'm a spaghetti eater. My mom was Italian, so if it's manicotti, anything like that, man, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. That's why I've done a number of reviews at Fazoli's. Fazoli's is great as long as you go through the drive-thru and get it that way. I wouldn't eat Fazoli's in. I'd eat it through the drive-thru always. Remember when some guy calling me Chad said you should eat wormy burger? Yeah, that was you. You're not the worm guy, are you? No, the worm guy, I set him free. Oh yeah, I whacked him for that. Tell me to eat a wormy burger. What are you, 9? I was his accomplice. Yeah, when you get a group of people acting up, I have trouble keeping track in Discord. I can have trouble when they're all like being obnoxious and putting porn links and porn in my fan art and doing that stuff. Yeah, if all of them are associating with you, I just whack them all. I know I got the right one because I'm not going to put up with that. And that's what happened this last time in that group. Just going on. But anyway, back to questions. I need to get the viral pizza. I saw that. That's not even a menu item. That's somebody did on TikTok. That was some sort of a thing. I saw it. It didn't look that good to me. I'm driving to Fairfield, Georgia on Monday. Where's a good place to eat Southern food like Cracker Barrel? Yeah, Cracker Barrel's still okay. If you're going through Atlanta, stop at Marietta Diner. You'll hate yourself if you don't. Braden, Joe is hungry. Joe's always hungry, man. It's just a matter of degree, dude. Degree. Oh my goodness. Bearden, this is the Joe is Hungry channel. That's in Discord. They don't really do too much on the channel. I don't really get. I have very little trolling problems on in the YouTube channel. That's in Discord. You get a group of kids in there every once in a while that just want to act up and be silly. I don't understand what the deal is, because then nobody will talk. Nobody will have an exchange in the channel or nothing like that. And it's some days like that when they're doing that. I just want to just delete the Discord. Just hit the big delete button. Screw it. Be done with it. What good is that? Oh, Tushi. I just want to stop by and indeed sending you a link to JoJo. Yeah, do that. Send that again. I'll look at that when I get home, but I could not discern which one you were talking about, because there was 3 different ones with the exact same name, and I couldn't figure out which one. I tried to go by the thumbnail that you sent me, but I could not find any matches for that. So I kind of like, oh well, crap. Yeah. Bisquick, you've talked about collabs a bit in the stream. What would those look like, or what would it depend on the content creator? Most people that want to collab with me want to do a food review, and I'll do that, but then that's logistically a little bit of extra work. That means I got to go get the food. I got to make sure it's not stale, and do that. And I don't get to do any of my metrics or any of my stuff. Then, yeah, I like just talking. Like meat, I would just like to do a collab where I could actually talk in real time to meat, and ask her, like, how do you eat a burger? I just really want to know. I mean, is it you eating a real burger and it's just on the screen as an animated burger? I don't know. And I like meat anyway. I like meat. Y'all know who meat is. Meat. I want to know why she called herself Meat. I think I know, but I don't know. 707, the next Cozy Columbo episode, 15 minutes from now. Columbo cries wolf. Columbo investigates the disappearance of the director of a men's magazine. Not the greatest Columbo episode. Are we talking about old reruns of Columbo, or is there a new Columbo out there? Answer me that, 700. If you could have any animal as a pet, assuming the care of the animal wouldn't be a hassle, what would you get? Oh, probably another cat. One that would, like, not neurotic, and that would do cat tricks for me for my camera. Right now. I wish I had a cat that acted better than Priscilla. But she's getting slightly better. But she's weird, man. She is weird. I could tell you stories about Priscilla and what she does. Yeah. Yeah, Meat's very entertaining to me. Meat has another friend. I can't remember what her channel is right off the top of my head, because my brain is starting to melt right now. Meat and Emaru. Yeah, Emaru. Snuffy. Yeah, Snuffy. I love those guys. I do. I was told them I was going to collab with them and never got around to it. I would just go in and just to talk to them. I just want to talk to them. It's like Emaru. I just would like to be able to talk to Emaru. The last time I did a live collab with Emaru, the camera was broke. They were not at their home base, and the camera that I was talking to was the side of her face, so I was trying to look at her when she was talking, and I'm like, that was a little disconcerting, but you shouldn't look at that anyway. I should always be looking at the camera lens. So, you shouldn't be, when you're talking to Will Neff, you're not going to look him in. You think you're looking him in the eyes, but you're really not. And that's kind of a letdown. But anyway, yeah, Emaru's, she's very talented. Man, she can dress up, can't she? She got those wigs down pat. My goodness. I watch Will Neff. About all the streamers, I probably watch Will Neff the most. I watch him on movie night to see what movies are out there for me to watch so I don't waste my time watching a crappy movie. And speaking of movies, what about Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice. I was really expecting something out of that, and I couldn't watch it all the way through. I kind of like stopped watching it. I was like, oh, that's kind of didn't really do it for me. Another one that Deadpool. I watched Deadpool all the way in, but I was a little disappointed in Deadpool too. I'm like, what the world happened there? We jumped the Shark Tank twice. My goodness. I don't know. Y'all feel the same way? Have y'all seen I just ran Beetlejuice 2 days ago before I started producing this video. Yeah. First time chat. Cloik. I thought I was way over expectations. Really? I don't know what you mean by that, but welcome to the chat. I appreciate you being here. Total Joker. How late are you planning on streaming? I don't know. I'm approaching 2 hours right now. Probably not a lot longer. I mean, if it fills up and there's a lot of people here, but I'm running 50 and 50 on there. If it fills up, I'll stay a little longer. If it doesn't, then I'll probably bail. I've already, the biggest thing I wanted to do is make sure I dropped all my videos and dropped my TikTok video. And I got to go check it to see if it's gotten muted or something silly like that. Let me check that real quick and see how that's going. TikTok Creator Center. Okay, post. No, it does not appear to have been muted. I don't think anyway. Let me check another page real quick. Because they mute my stuff. I mean, I'm not even going to go into it because then I'll get all whack. Oh, no, they muted it. Jackasses. Sorry. They muted it. Let's see why. No, they don't even tell me why. Copyright. I'll have to go to I'll get off that. That's so disappointing they muted me. What about The Shining? I have not seen The Shining. Reservoir Dogs, it's been so long since I've seen that. The new Deadpool, just not up to it. I like the other Deadpools. Well, I appreciate that, Flynn. I had to go back and see why my TikTok video got muted after 600 views. Oh, I can check on my phone. Why do you think they got it muted? It's going to say it's been overlinked. That's what it's going to say. And then I'm going to send them a message. It's going to take them 3 days to answer. Updates to your post. Nope, they don't say that it's been muted. Let me see. See, it's muted, but they don't even say why. Did I mention that I hate TikTok? Yeah. I don't even got to notice. That's how they do. They'll mute you and don't even tell you and hope you won't notice. That's what they do. Yeah, Beetlejuice was just weak. Do you like streaming schedule like your vids? Yeah, do I have a streaming schedule? Yeah, I do. I stream I stream YouTube and Twitch every Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And that's what I'm doing right now. And then I stream on TikTok Wednesdays afternoons. If I'm not doing something, I'll go stream on TikTok. And they give me hearts and all that stuff and whatever. Last time I had a lot of people there. I had like a couple hundred people there for close to 2.5 hours. So it was kind of amazing. I might have missed your answer. No, I missed your question, 707. Do you like the Smash Burger burnt in perimeter patties? I've never had them. I know what you're talking about, though, but I never go. Smash Burger's a little bit too far away from me. A Switch Dog, good evening, Joe. I hope things are well. Well, good evening to you. Things are going relatively well. I've got to go see what's going on with TikTok here in a little bit. I appreciate. Wow. Germ, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. Sorry, I'm mad at TikTok right now. I spend a lot of time on that, but I'll fix it. I'll just fix it. I don't know what to do with them because they don't even tell you why they mute you. But I'm not going on about TikTok. Drink a Diet Coke. Calm down. I'm going to take a few more questions, and I will probably bail. Germ, I hope. Sorry you just got here if I bail on you. Unless a lot of people like roll in here. Flynn Fianin. Thank you for this is the first time you've come in my chat. I'm glad you're here. And I appreciate your tier 1 subscription. They've subscribed for 7 months, currently on a 7th month streak. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Anyway, I got 65 people. The people are not going away. Y'all got any more questions for me? Favorite football team? I don't really watch sports. Sorry. I Spy. The mute. Don't get me started. Yeah, I Spy. I'll just go off on a rant. I'll fix it when I get off. I'll come up with something. I mean, I tested the thing. Cybermed, with the average 60 viewers, you can get a check mark here. What's the most expensive food item you've bought for a review? I'm gonna say I spent the Panera. I think I spent like $65 for the review on Panera. That was, there might have been one slightly higher, but that's usually about it. Or pizza, you know, sometimes pizza will get up there a little bit. If you buy in 4 pizzas, you can spend up north of $60. But usually, that I think Panera is due because they're really pricey, and then what you got just ain't worth it either. I'm not a Panera fan, never have been, and probably never will be. Charlie is streaming right now. Well, yeah. Yeah, Panera is way overpriced, and it's just not good because nothing's really fixed to order there. Pretty much everything is just reheated, so they don't have to train their staff in how to prepare food. Nemo No One. I'm going to put in a plug for the live stream. Include Joe is Hungry reviews, old reviews. Okay, sweet. A fast food place you want to try but haven't. I want to, well, no, I've tried In-N-Out. I just never reviewed them. I want to review In-N-Out. Tiller GTO, listening while I spray this car wash tunnel out. The tidal wave is probably a household name uptime considering based on Georgia, but I'm down in Florida. Okay. Typical drive time from restaurant to base is about 12 minutes. One way. Unless I'm going to do, like Whataburger is about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. That's being generous. Because they're all the way down. So I try not to go that far away unless I have to. But it depends on you try to pick things that will benefit from running in a heated carrying case. Because I have a heated carrying case. Any road trips in the future? I'm thinking about running back to Ohio again in the next couple of weeks. I think so. What's the one food review that is your favorite? Oh, I love to go Culver's. Northwoods Walleye is one of my favorites for going through a drive-through. I've done them twice just to be able to eat the walleye. No. But it's the closest one, and you know when you got to do reviews. They come out with something like outstandingly new. I have to go. I have to. got to try Mod Pizza the first time and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully they're still good. They went bankrupt and got bought out by by a private equity firm. I don't know if you knew that or not. That just happened a couple of months ago. I don't know why they would be bankrupt. It seemed like they had an excellent business model and their food is always top tier. Hopefully and that's usually the death nail for a place is to have a private equity firm start managing them. They tend to run them into the ground. But hopefully that doesn't happen to Mod, because I really do like Mod, because they're deck oven pizza, and it just everything else is so permeated with the conveyor oven pizza. No, I don't have a Slim Chickens close enough to me, good dude. I don't. A-Switch. I'm glad you liked it though. I did not have a Massey's meetup because I could not judge what day and what time I was going to go. I didn't know I was going to go there until an hour before I left, and surely nobody's going to show up for that. Especially there's a lot of people want to come from out of state for that. I just don't know. But yeah, any road trips in the future? Probably back to Ohio to see my folks soon before snow starts snowing and getting salt in the roads up there. I have modified TubeSock 54. Would I consider touring other regions for vids? I would have to have a mobile studio to do that. I just doing videos in the cars. You just cannot do the food justice in a car video. And that is a genre that is so badly saturated with other people. I like to do something that's unique, and there's really no way I can do that unique a video in a car 100%. I've done them before. Earlier videos, I've done a number of them in the cars. Yeah. No, I don't really watch the NFL. I really don't. Superdome. I want to try Massey Pizza because of you. Hope you enjoyed it when you go to Ohio. Yeah, Massey's Pizza rocks. They rock. And they have not compromised anything. But that's the thing. I've kind of painted myself in a corner as far as what I can do, because I can only do in my area here because of my studio, and I've got so spoiled at working in this studio. You can see it. I mean, all this equipment. I mean, I actually did test footage up at my brother's house that lives like 5 miles from Massey's, because I'm planning on doing another video up there. I'm not going to do it this time, but maybe the one after that. I want to do. I'm going to redo the sub. The Great Guido sub, because it's awesome too. I think it's going to score in the 9s, sure enough. Yeah, I've never had their sausage. I've always eaten their margarita pizza, or what version they have of the margarita pizza has been my favorite there at. That's all I ever get when I go in there. You drove 2 hours plus for Massey's Pizza. Welcome to my world, because my brother's house, where I live streamed from that weekend, is nearly 2 hours to Massey's. It's 80-mile run, and I made it. I went up there. I do it every time I go up there too. But welcome to my world. Did you just get a Massey's cheese pepperoni pizza and a Great Guido sub? Have them cook the sub and give it to you as soon as it comes out, not to let it sit and wait for the pizza to come out. You want to get it out so it burns your mouth when you get it. That's the way to eat your pizza there. Don't get any extra anything on it. You don't need it. I don't know what you got when you got that, not Steve. Anyway. I'm going on 2 hours and 7 minutes. I think I am probably going to cut this stream off soon. If anybody's got anything else they want to say to me before I go, I'm all ears. I'm getting a little bit tired. I've been editing all day, and now I've got to go back and deal with TikTok and figure that mess out, figure out why they nuked my video. So I'm going to have to re-edit the video and pick another song. That's all I got to do. Yeah, pepperoni pizza. You don't need anything else, just that pepperoni pizza, man. They got 155 pieces of pepperoni on there. I know that because I won a trivia contest once doing it. Poo Poo King. I appreciate y'all coming. Anyway, let me see what I got. Any more questions? Do you have a favorite food you can't reasonably review? Oh yeah. They actually have a drive-through window that you can get food at Marietta Diner, but they're kind of a long way away, and I'm not really sure what I'd order from there. But Marietta Diner is killer. I would rather than me spending the money on getting takeout food from Marietta Diner, I'm going to go in and put my butt down on a seat and eat in there, because that's just the only way to go. The service is great. The food is awesome. The portions are great. You're going to have to take your food home. You're not going to be able to eat it all if you go to Marietta Diner. Next time in Toledo to visit my uncle, I'll drive to Massey's. And tell me what you think. Take pictures. Send me pictures. If you send me pictures of Massey's when you're eating it, I will put it in the beginning of one of my videos. If you do, snap pictures. I put that out there once. I wanted people to snap pictures and I could put it in my videos, but nobody sent me anything. And that's why I like, oh, screw it. You got enough B-roll in the beginning, but it'd be nice to have something every once in a while unique and slap it in the head of a video. It's like when I was at KFC's doing the video, a guy sitting next to me recognized me and started speaking to me. I should have got my camera out and got him to do a selfie and scream, "Joe is hungry, baby," and then he would have been in the opening shot of my video, because that's what I do. If I catch somebody that will talk to me, it's going to be, "Joe is hungry, baby," and you are in the beginning of my video automatically. That's how it's done. That is exactly how it's done. Mizzleland. Yeah, I stream every Saturday. I sure do. I'm going to try to, and maybe, see what kind of response I get. I'm getting a lot of people on, usually a lot of people start showing up a couple hours into it on Twitch, and then YouTube tends to ebb off after about 2 hours. So it's kind of weird. I don't understand it. Two different audiences, I guess, sort of. Some of them are the same. I'm sitting there, I can watch the same people on both streams. I wonder if it's synchronized. How much lag is on Twitch? Not very much, I don't imagine. I appreciate it. Yeah, do that. I appreciate that. Tiller GTO, not Steve. 700. Bronk. Yeah. I think I am going to end my 2-hour stream and tell everybody goodbye, even though there's 73 people in Twitch right now. I kind of hate to leave that, but it is what it is. But I am actually getting kind of hungry and a little bit tired. It's 10 o'clock. I'm tired from editing all day, and now I'm not done yet. I've still got editing to do. Thank you, TikTok. Harmony. Yeah, I'm going to have to eventually. Yeah, I have it set on ultra low latency on YouTube, and it gives you about 1.5 to 2 second lag, and Twitch is about the same. You don't get to pick on that, but Twitch has very low latency. I've noticed that. I checked all that when I first started streaming. I don't really check anymore. But anyway, let me say goodbye to YouTube first, and then I'll talk to Twitch a few more minutes, and then I'll call it a day. But y'all be good, Tiller, you guys. YouTube, I'll see you this time, this station, the Joe is Hungry channel on YouTube, Saturday, 8 p.m. Be there.